Who should be on the cover of WWE 2K20? Let's find out. Drop that beat. What's going on out there? It's your boy Tommy on the spot. Thanks so much for joining us here on Watch Along Wrestling. Hope everyone is having a great summer. It is officially WWE Summerslam week. Summerslam just 7 days away, next Sunday. And with Summerslam, hand in hand, usually comes the release of the WWE cover star for WWE 2K games each year. This year, it is going to be released actually tomorrow morning on August 5th. And not only that, they're going to also provide some details from the game. Before we get into who I think is going to be on the cover and also maybe some details that we could look forward to and hopefully expect, make sure that if this is your first time visiting the channel, you leave a big thumbs up and subscribe to Watch Along Wrestling. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up this week here for you guys, whether it be WWE, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, everything else in between. We have it covered here on Watch Along Wrestling. So make sure you do subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, you're the best. Give me a big hug. It's good to see you, and you look great. All right, so 2K has become a big deal for WWE. Being on the cover of WWE 2K really means that WWE is getting behind you as the face of the company. That or they're promoting whatever you could expect in the game. And the game has really led to a lot for WWE. 2K Games has really forged the relationships that has led to the return of The Ultimate Warrior to the WWE. Sting, his debut in the WWE really started with 2K Games. Goldberg's return to WWE, that started again with 2K Games. Kurt Angle coming back in the WWE family, going in the Hall of Fame and becoming a major character on television for over a year, started really with 2K Games. So 2K has become a huge deal for WWE, and there's usually a huge party for invited members of the media that take place over SummerSlam week. So it's a big deal. And if we look back at who's been on the cover of the video game since its release and since its kind of inception back in 2012 for WWE 2K13, CM Punk was the first guy on the cover. Remember, this is right in the beginning of his big title reign that lasted for almost, well over a year and a half. Or about a year and a half. To the 2K14, The Rock, as he's returned now to WWE's family. This is in 2013, where he held the world title. 2015, big match, John Cena. 2016, they actually went with a legend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. 2017, Brock Lesnar, who had really been kind of running roughshod over WWE for a couple of years at this period of time. 2018, they finally went with like kind of a newer guy they were getting behind as the face of WWE, that being Seth Rollins. And then last year, AJ Styles, right in the mix of his huge run as the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp on SmackDown, AJ Styles. So who is going to be on the cover of 2K20? There's been a lot of different rumors that perhaps there's going to be multiple people on the cover, or perhaps they'll just be the more traditional one person on the cover that there's been every year since 2013. And I think they can really go three ways with this. Number one, you can go with Becky Lynch, right? The man, Becky Lynch. This is her year. She won the Royal Rumble. She main evented WrestleMania, won the main event of WrestleMania, walked around with both the Raw and SmackDown women's titles during this year. Becky Lynch is really in many ways become the face of WWE, so I think she's the odds-on favorite to be announced as the cover star of the game. Number two would be Kofi Kingston. Kofi Mania running wild. It took him a number of years. What was it? 13 years in the making for him to finally reach the pinnacle of becoming the world champion this past year at WrestleMania, defeating Daniel Bryan. Could certainly go with Kofi Kingston. And number three would be Roman Reigns. It's crazy to me Roman's never been on the cover of WWE 2K. I'd say he's a distant third, but you never can count Roman out when it comes to this. This has obviously been a huge year for Roman Reigns, him battling leukemia, coming back, and then having the ESPY Award for WWE Moment of the Year, him coming back and saying that his cancer was in remission. So it's been a big year for Roman Reigns as well. So I think it could really go one of those three ways. If they're going to have multiple stars on the cover, this is pretty simple to me. I think you have Becky Lynch right in the center. On one side, you've got Kofi Kingston, and you could have him holding the world title. And then you've got Roman Reigns on the opposite side. I think that actually would be a really cool cover to have Becky front and center, so she's still the cover star. And then on one side, you've got Kofi Kingston. On the other side, you've got Roman Reigns. And the third option, and I do think there's a chance this happens as well, is you've got Becky Lynch as Becky 2 belts, got both belts, one on each shoulder, next to Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. So you're creating recreating the main event, the historic main event from WrestleMania, and I think that could really be something that can be a real cog for the game going forward. So wouldn't be surprised to see kind of a pre-order deal where you can play as Ronda Rousey. Maybe there's a cover deal where they start with it's just Becky on the cover, and then maybe Ronda Rousey is the pre-order this year. And maybe you get Ronda there leading back to potentially having her back in the fold for next year's WrestleMania. Would not shock me in the slightest if they go that route. But gun to my head, if I had to pick one person, I think it's Becky Lynch. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you want to see on the cover of 2K20? And also let me know what you're really looking forward to in this game this year. Is there a certain feature you want, something that you no longer need? Maybe some folks that don't need to be a part of the game, folks you're looking forward to getting to be a part of the game for the first time moving forward. Let me know all that in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, love to chat about it, and then we'll be back tomorrow once this is actually revealed and we find out everything that we are expected to hear. So it should be a big announcement and a lot of exciting stuff going into SummerSlam week. I'm pumped, I'm excited, and I'm happy to go through all of it with you guys here on Watch Along Wrestling.